My campervan has 5 new upgrades that need testing out before I hit the road for my next big adventure. So let's go stealth camping, check that everything works, and let's do another giveaway. Good post-noon, people. The time is, bear with me, 18:02 o'clock, which means the night is still young. In fact, it's beyond young. It's in its infancy, which is young, I suppose. So, the priority at this precise moment in time is chicken. So I've typed in Big Tesco's into the navigational system, and that is where we're headed now.
You've entered the car park for your destination.
We have arrived. Why is the entire back of this car park blocked off? That is not very helpful. We're going to have to go down this little back lane, which is one way. It's not my fault. They've tricked me into coming into this bit. Anyway, let's just rock up over here, shall we? I'm not quite sure what's happened. It's literally dark out there now, and it was fully daylight when I went inside. Well, I do kind of know what happened. The queue was about the length of the wall of China. In fact, let's switch on upgrade number 1. And as you can see behind me, the CCTV monitor is waking up. So that is all 4 cameras on display. So we've got a full 360 view around the van. And somewhere I do have the remote control. I think it's in the cab, but you can switch it to just a single screen so I can see what's going on more clearly on each camera. But that is the CCTV. I've literally only just turned it on for the first time. I know a lot of people ask me about it. I don't want to recommend it just yet. But in the next video, well, the next video is going to probably be the build video. So in that video, I'll be putting all the links in the description for every product in there anyway, so you can go and check that out. Upgrade number 2. I'm pretty sure I haven't shown you this anyway. It is an air fryer. Now this is my first ever air fryer. I know I've had air fryer ovens before, but they're not real air fryers, let's face it. This is a proper air fryer with a basket. I've never even used one before. So that is what we're going to be using tonight. And upgrade number 3 is this beautiful surface here. So I've got a wooden chopping board under there, and then we've got the glass one, which simply slides back and forth in these little grooves along here, so it doesn't come off, and you can put it wherever you like. If you want your stuff next to the pan so that you can just go from the chopping board to the pan easily, you can, or if you want it out of the way, you can. And I've just realised that I've made a massive error, and I'm not going back in Tesco's to fix it. I forgot one of the vital ingredients of my dinner. That's not fun. Basically, in the cab here, I've been carrying around for 2 weeks this suspicious looking package of brown powder. It absolutely stinks. Not in a bad way, might I add. But this is chicken seasoning. It's a secret recipe that's been passed through many generations. By many, I mean 1. It's yet to be passed. There's about 24 ingredients in there. And it was given to me from my mate Darren from the Urban Motorhome. He made up a huge batch of it. I tried some of it on some chicken that he put in a deep fat fryer, and it was unbelievable. Now, it's probably not going to be as good in an air fryer, but we're going to find out. The vital bit that I forgot though is chips. I was going to have chicken and chips. I completely forgot. I'm not going back in there. It'll take 4 hours just to buy the chips. In fact, if I just buy 1 packet of chips and whiz through self-checkout, it might be alright. But then again, I could just eat the entire packet of chicken and that should fill me up. Anyway, this is the closest thing that I could find to a bowl. And in the bottom of the fridge, we have super eggs. So I'm just going to crack one of these onto the bowl plate. And then we're going to use the old de-wiggly tool just to remove all of the filth that comes along with eating eggs. There's usually 2 wigglies per egg, and that is those removed. Whack a generous amount of milk in there until we almost fill the bowl. Then carefully get fully involved with the fork. So as you may be able to see at this stage, on the lower left quarter of my CCTV, a human has decided to park so close to me when there are plenty of other spaces available. And it's at this point when I have to ask myself why. Why do they do it? Right, so luckily the chicken was already pre-diced, so I didn't have to worry about that. And I've chucked some into the mixture. And because I don't have a bowl, that means that I'm going to have to turn this over in about 10 minutes just to soak the other side as well. So whilst I'm waiting for that, it is the perfect opportunity to introduce today's video sponsor, which is Holy. So Holy are mostly known for their energy drinks, which don't have all of the bad ingredients that most energy drink companies add in. However, energy drinks are not the only thing that they do. So in here, well, this is actually my new favourite thing to drink. This is the hydration version. There were a lot of sachets in there of different flavours, but as you can see, I've worked my way through them. The only one that's left is a strawberry kiwi. But out of all of those flavours, my favourite is lemon. So I've actually also got an entire tub of the lemon hydration drink. Now you get 2 of each flavour in these packets. So just to show you a couple of them, you got raspberry raptor, you got watermelon whale. Oh, they are really nice, by the way, the watermelon ones. On top of that, you also have iced tea, but they've just teamed up with SpongeBob, the one and only Spongy Bob. So this is the starfruit and hibiscus iced tea. You just add your water into the bottle, then you dump your powder in the top, then you shake the hell out of it. Yep, there is 0 hell left inside, and she tastes an absolute good one. Personally, I'd recommend trying their starter set deluxe so that you can try various different flavours and pick your favourite before investing in a tub. So if you do want to try it out, I have 2 discount codes for you. The first is ADS5, so that one will get you £5 off your first order. And for any future orders, if you use the code ADS, you will get 10% off whatever you buy. Okay, that's had 10 minutes now. Let's give it a little flip, shall we? All of these pieces need to lay on their backs. Oh, and check this out, right? So my switch panel, there's going to be stickers on there soon, by the way, so you can't see all the lights. But my switch panel is linked to this app. So if you press that, the lights go out and you can control everything from the app. Genius, absolute genius. Anyway, I'm going to go get these chips. The car park still seems to be pretty full, but this branch is open till midnight, so I suppose it's no surprise. I decided to go for microwave chips because, well, it's the first time I've ever used an air fryer. I thought it would be easier to just do one thing. Also, I don't know how big it is. And this way, once the chicken is done, I could just whack these in. They'll only take 3 minutes in the microwave. And it just means that I can give my full attention to these glorious bits of bird. Well, so I really don't know how this works, right? So, oh, hold on, we're taped on. Look, that's how new it is. Okay, this is the basket. Quite massive. I'm just going to whack a load of this out onto the plate. And then let's just take the chunks and whack them on. Just like so. And then we're just going to spin them all around the place until they're fully coated, I guess. Okay, that is that. All in the air fryer. Next job is this. I'll figure out how to clear up that in a minute. I haven't figured that bit out yet. But air fryer cooking olive oil. Does it spray or does it squirt? Whoa! She sprays. Just whack this in here. Wait a sec. What's that? That was close. We nearly set fire to our lives. Okay, that is now in. Right, according to that website, I have to do 180 for 15 to 20 minutes. Although that is for big bits of chicken. So I reckon we'll go 15 minutes, but we'll check after 10 and give it a flip. Right, so if we whack the old AC on with my phone, it should... Oh yes, she is alive. Time temp. Oh, there's loads of stuff. There's a chicken button. Start. Whilst that is doing its thing, I am going to somehow attempt to clear all of this up using nothing but some kitchen roll. Mayday, mayday. Oh, it's just stopped doing it now. It's just been beeping at me every like 5 seconds. I don't know whether that means it was overheating. An S was on the screen. I'll have to look that up in the manual, but for now I've just sort of pulled it out of the shelfy bit just in case there is an fire. Anyway, she has now been 10 minutes. Oh, I probably should have pressed stop first. God, look at it. They are feeling, ow, it bit me. They are feeling pretty crispy. I don't actually think that paper tray is good because it just like flops over the side and it's stopping the heat getting to the edge ones. Let's get her back in for the final 5 minutes. Right, we don't need to worry. I've checked the interwebs and it says that that beeping and the S symbol was a reminder to shake or flip my food. Right, she's ended. Hang on a sec. Let's get this slid over here. I don't know whether I can put that onto the wood. I probably can, but we'll put it onto the glass. I mean, I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to poison myself because it might not be cooked all the way through, but we'll get to that. Let me just whack the microchips in. As you can see, there's no revolving plate in this one. It's called a flatbed microwave, so it doesn't rattle around when you're driving. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I did just chop one open to see what the colour of the chicken was inside, but then I remembered that I am colour broken, aka colour deficient. So it didn't really help. It could be pink. I could be about to poison myself. But what I do know is they are crispy. Not as crispy as when my mate did them in the deep fat fryer, but they are crispy. They look good. The chips are fairly crispy for microwave chips. We've loaded it up with salt and vinegar. This is sriracha mayo, or whatever it's called. So first of all, let's take a chunk of this to see if the air fryer has done good. Oh, that, my friends, is the one. That could be up there for possible contender of one of the best things I've ever cooked in my van. It's safe to say the air fryer is staying. Let's try one of these chips and just check the texture. Not bad at all. I'll tell you one thing. There was a few comments on the last video saying that I'm cooking too low down. I chose that height for my cooker. It was originally going to be up about here-ish, and I thought, no, I want it down there. It feels like you're out camping and you're doing like a barbecue sort of thing. That's the height of it. The only issue is a table to actually eat on. I'd rather that was higher. So at the moment, I'm just obviously using that surface to eat as well. But at some point, I will be putting a desk in that folds out, and then that'll be at this sort of height so I can just eat like a regular human being. But for now, this will do. Thy Holy One. Unbelievable. Thank you, Darren. Thank you muchly. I've been doing a little bit of work for a while now. After I finished eating, I went out to the bin, and the car park did still seem to have a fair few people in it. But the CCTV reveals that now there doesn't seem to be anyone around. So I'm going to step outside, stretch my legs. That's actually the beauty of having a small van. People say it's not good, but I think it is, because it means you want to get out and see the world. I mean, the world at the moment is just Tesco's, but it's nice to be outside, get a bit of fresh air. It is pretty much empty. In fact, over the back there's still a fair few cars by the front of the shop. But in general, this back bit of the car park is nice and empty. Well, I say the back bit, obviously that's the back bit over there. If I could get into that bit, I would definitely sleep here. But where it's sectioned off, I don't know what to do, because, I mean, it's sort of alright here because, you know, in order to see from my window, someone's going to have to come right round here. So I'm a bit steamed up at the moment due to my chips in the microwave. But they could just about see through if they stood here. But from the sides and the back, obviously no one can see a thing. But I don't know, it's like, it just feels a little bit exposed from this area, because obviously they might open that barrier at some point in the morning and loads of people might come in here. In fact, someone might literally come here, park in this bit facing inwards, and as you can see that bit of light there, that's just a direct view into my van. I was hoping to just get straight into bed in a minute and then I can show you upgrades number 4 and 5, but I might have a little look online, see if there's anywhere else around here that I can go and park up that's a little bit more subtle. Well, it looks like there is an Asda about 10 minutes from here, and well, what it looks like on the satellite view is that I can nestle the nose of my vehicle within a bush. So I'm going to head there, and first of all though, I'm just going to whack the lights off in the back, and we shall proceed with our supermarket hopping campaign. Alright, it says we're 1 minute away. Do you know what I think this place is? Oh, it is! I was going to say, this reminds me of the Aldi. Do you remember when well, some of you probably didn't even watch me back then, but my caddy, the trusty Jelly Bean, well, she wasn't so trusty that day.
Take the first exit.
Alright, Siri, enough from you, thank you. She had issues, in fact, she fully broke down, and I had to park up in that Audi and wait for not the delivery man, what's he called? The AA man.
The car park for your destination.
This might seem a little bit sort of against the entire point of us coming here in the first place, but I'm going to just whack it right here in the middle of the entire car park. I just feel like this is the right thing to do. This is more like it. Now, you may not be able to see my logic, but trust me, I can't either. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I just feel like no one's going to come along the front of my van in this spot here and look into my window. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am. But there is only one way to find out, and that is by going to bed and seeing if we wake up with loads of faces like. But yeah, welcome to my new home. This is obviously Asda over there in the background. This one is shut, unlike the last supermarket. Not quite sure why there is a human in that car over there. Probably they are wondering why there's a human over here pointing at them with a camera. Humans possibly over there. There's a whole bunch of cars. That might be staff working the night shift. But all in all, I like my new home for the evening. Let's settle in. I don't know why I keep forgetting I've got windows and fans, so I could have been extracting all that steam earlier. I don't think I showed it on camera, but basically when I open up that microwave to let the chips out, well, I wasn't letting them out, they weren't like scratching at the door. But you know what I mean, basically a plume of steam come flying out of there. So yeah, note to self, next time I will use my new fan extraction system. But anyway, upgrade number 4 is my new pocket sprung mattress. So the mattress that I did have in here, it was really thin. It was from a camp bed basically, and it was also too wide for this bedboard. This one is perfect. It's 15 centimetres, so it's nice and deep. But also, I have been struggling to find one that is a proper pocket sprung mattress with foam on the top that is only 15 centimetres tall. And there we have it. The bedding is now in place. Obviously, I'm a lot closer to the ceiling when I sit up in bed now. But I'm not touching it, so we're all good. One thing I will say though is I don't hold out a whole lot of hope for this mattress because, I mean, it feels quite comfortable at the moment, but it was extremely budget. It was about 80 quid, I think. But anyway, that is upgrade number 4, a proper mattress that fits in the gap between the bedboard and the wall perfectly. And upgrade number 5, this better work because I've not pulled this down yet when the bed's in place. Got a little lock on the back and we just pull this bit here. And please stop before you hit the mattress. Oh, there's a nasty squeak involved, but she's down. So now right at the foot of my bed, I have a massive cinema screen. Now I will be getting a small projector specifically for this van. It's going to go probably up there somewhere on the ceiling, like magneted on. And that will live in here permanently. But for now, I don't have it. So I've brought this bad boy with me. Did you see that? I was just about to say I've got to set it up, but this thing just automatically sees the screen and goes to the exact right size. So, I am going to get myself ready for bed. I'm going to watch a couple of YouTube videos. In the morning, I'll let you know how the mattress worked out and also whether or not I woke up to eyeballs just staring at me through the gaps in the curtains.
Hello? Because you're going to be head down if you park there. Go the other way. Where are they?
Good morning, people. I slept like a fetus that doesn't even know the meaning of an alarm yet. It was amazing. I love this mattress. It's staying, that is for sure. There's a hive of activity out there this morning. I mean, you can see on the CCTV there are cars all over the shop, but also if you poke your little heads out of the window, you can see it's a bright and sunny day, which usually in a van you'd be like, it's too hot in here, get me out. But because this is a white van, it's fine. Well, so usually when I put this bed away, I have to take the duvet off because the old mattress used to stick out to here and it all wouldn't fit in, it would all get squashed and that. And also I need to avoid the magnets with the duvet, so the magnets are down the bottom there. But with this new mattress, I'm wondering, it probably won't work, but I'm wondering if I can just leave the duvet like that with a pillow tucked over the back there. If I can hear the click. Right, I've performed a little bit of jiggery pokery and it's in now. The bolt is in up there, the bolt is in there, and the entire bed is absolutely solid. And the duvet is still behind it. I've just tucked it over the top so that it's like right down inside. So it does work, it's just I've got to figure out a technique of exactly where to place the duvet before I fold it up. And I might still get straps to make it easy. I don't want anything like bungee cords, but like a proper nice thick strap, like a like a seat belt sort of strap, and then maybe Velcro on the end of it, so I just pull it round and tuck everything in place. That's the plan anyway. I'll work on that, but I know that everything definitely fits behind that bedboard. Well, I say everything, I've still got the pillow here, so we might have to figure out something for that. Let's just lower my flaps. We are back in day mode. Right, so I said we were doing another giveaway today. It's not actually another one though, it is the same one. Let me explain. So it is for this incredible induction version of the Ridge Monkey pan from adventurevanlife.com. It comes with all the accessories. It's not this one, by the way, it's a brand new one. They will ship it out to you once I give them the winner. And you might be thinking, well, I did this already. I did the giveaway, someone won. But that person, a very decent human being, they thought that they wouldn't use it. So rather than just accepting it anyway because it's a free thing, he was decent enough to email me and said, send it on, do another competition, let somebody else win it. So we are going to do a redraw of the competition, but it's difficult doing it where I just pick a comment from YouTube because I can't then just DM the person and get their address. They have to find out that they've won from the video, and then they have to email me, and then it goes back and forth. And sometimes I've done giveaways before where the people haven't even seen that they've won, and then they haven't emailed me. So just to make sure that I can contact the person, we're going to do this one on Instagram. So head over to my Instagram, find the most recent picture, leave a comment on it. It'll be the picture that goes out the same day as this video, by the way, but I won't post anything else too close to it, so you'll know it's the one, the most recent one. I'll leave it about a week, and then I will use a random comment picker tool to pick a comment, and this time I will just be able to send a message directly to that person. I'll also announce their name on the next video as well, but just so that it's easier for me to contact you, do that. I'm afraid you do have to be a UK resident, but then you will receive one of these beautiful pans in the post. Oh, and by the way, they do work on regular hobs as well, and fire and all sorts, but they just have the ability to do induction. So let's prepare for one of my favourite breakfasts in the world, a Stella Artois. Obviously not really, that's left over from the barn. Let's have a Marmite, and let's have the eggs. And of course that means eggy bagels. I never remember how many eggs that I need to use per bagel, so we're just going to whack one in for now. Oh no, a bit of shell. Luckily that's no match for my de-wiggly tool. Jack of all trades, this thing. Where are the wigglies? Oh, there's one in there, look. Filth. In you go. Whoa, don't slide out onto my floor. Right, I've added another egg into the mix. I've also chopped up a bagel ready to go. I'm probably going to have a second bagel, that's why there's so much egg. And it's time to whack this Ridge Monkey out. I have used it before, but just to show you guys, let's get it preheated. I don't know, number 3, that'll do. I've only got that air fryer oil, which probably would work, but I think we're just going to go in raw just to test the non-stick capabilities of the Monkey Ridge. Okay, let's just do one at a time. In fact, let's try shutting her up, shall we? Trap some of that heat in there. Right, we've only been in about 1 minute. Let's give it a little flip and see how it's looking. Oh, I see. Turns out you should always use oil in your pan. Let's stay to that. Get off. Get off. Couple more minutes on each side and breakfast will be served. We may be a slight bit charred on one edge, but she's a beaut. Just got to lace it with a little bit of the good stuff. Not loads, just a little bit. And I don't really think it's even necessary to explain this bit, but that is the one. Well, I've had to put the old extractor on now, so that is blowing outwards, and I've got the window open there as well with a fly net in place. And this second one, I didn't put any oil in this either, but this one's turned out fine. All I had to do was just, after it was in for like 30 seconds, I just moved it so it didn't stick, basically. So that's fine, you don't actually need oil in here. And that was on setting number 3. And at some point when I get proper curtains on this side window, I can open up that window as well, and then it will suck the air through there and out of that one. And obviously when I'm in bed, I've got a window either side, so I can do the same thing with a cross breeze. Let's step outside for the first time today. Oh, look at that. Nobody's next to me. What a glorious day we are faced with. So I would class that as a mission success. The CCTV worked as it should. I mean, there were a few teething problems when they first delivered it. The cooking area works really well. I like having that board there now. And the air fryer worked an absolute treat as well. And then the projector, that was perfectly in line with my bed. I love the positioning of that, nice and easy to open and close. And as for the new mattress, that was incredible. I'm really happy with that, especially the fact that it's now the perfect size to fit everything behind it. Just got to figure out the strap system and then we're good to go. And talking of being good to go, I am almost good to go on a big adventure. There's still, well, I've got 2 plans of where I'm going. Either way, it's going to be like a 2-week road trip and I'm going to film every single day. There's only a couple of things I need to do to the van beforehand, and then probably one more little test night where I literally use everything, because once I leave my house, where the hell am I going? I forgot to put the sat nav on. Do we guess? Let's go all the way round. Oh wait, there's Aldi. I'm confused now, because Aldi was where, hang on, let's go all the way around again. Sorry Tesco man, sorry Mr. Man, I'm getting dizzy. Where do we go? Let's go past Aldi, because that's where I said I broke down that time, and I'm sure we drove past it yesterday on the way in here. My internal compass is that of a sparrow. Is it a sparrow? What's the bird that goes all the way from Africa and it migrates up to, well, London? Something like that. Anyway, there is one more video that I will make where I need to go and test everything fully once the final pieces of the puzzle have been put in place. And after that, we are heading out into the unknown. But yeah, thank you everybody who has watched the video, and thank you for all your support on the channel in general. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I certainly enjoyed filming it, and I will catch you on the next episode.